Hi guys, this is Rohit and welcome back to AutoClan. So today we'll be reviewing the BS6 updated Hyundai Grand i10 Nios. So right in front of us is the BS6 updated Grand i10 Nios, which was first launched on 2019 in India. So this Grand i10 Nios is the successor to the Grand i10 and launched to rival the other segment cars like the Swift. So this Grand i10 Nios is made bigger, more spacious and better equipped than the Grand i10. And there's also a sedan version of this Grand i10 Nios, which is nothing but the Hyundai Aura, which rivals the Swift Desire, Honda Amaze and other segment cars. And coming to the color options of this Grand i10 Nios, there are 6 color options and the one here is the aqua teal, and you have other 5 colors like the white, silver, grey, red and the blue. And there's also an option for the dual tone black roof, which is only available for the aqua teal and the white color. So coming to the safety features of this Grand i10 Nios, it is equipped with 2 airbags, speed alert warning, driver and co-seat belt warning, rear parking sensors along with rear view camera, ABS with EBD, and you get front seat belt pre-tensioners. And coming to the warranty, you get 3-year warranty for 1 lakh kilometers, 4 years for 50,000 kilometers, and you have an option for 5 years for 40,000 kilometers. So you get this variable basic warranty. And coming to the mileage, the Grand i10 Nios petrol variant returns 20 km per liter both for the manual and as well as the automatic transmissions. And the diesel variant can return a mileage up to 26 km per liter for both the manual and as well as the automatic transmissions. So at the front you can see the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios has this massive Hyundai signature cascading grille, which gives it a wider stance, and you can see the boomerang shaped DRLs at the corners of the blacked out grille. And in the bumpers you have the fog lamps with the chrome surrounds, and right above you have the headlamp setup. So you get projector setup along with the turn indicators in it. And on the right side of the grille you can see the turbo badge, which is in red. And you can see some chrome inserts inside the headlights. And here are the tires. So these are 175 by 60 section 15-inch tires, and also you can see the 15-inch diamond cut alloys, and the shape looks like a shuriken, and the ground clearance is about 167 millimeters, which is about 16.7 centimeters, which is decent for the Indian road conditions. And coming to the braking department, you have disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. And here is the rear tire with the drum brakes. And coming to the rear view, you have this spoiler on the top with the high mount stop lamp, and on top you can see the shark fin antenna, and on the rear window you have the defogger, and here are the tail lights with the turn indicators, and also it gets emergency stop signal for the safety. And here is the Grand i10 badge, and here is the Hyundai emblem, and underneath you have the rear parking camera, and here is the Nios badge. And here you have the variant badge, which is Sports, and down below you have the turbo badge, and here you can see the rear parking sensors in the bumpers along with the rear reflector. Alright, let's open the trunk. So the boot capacity is about 260 liters. So the Grand i10 range starts from 8,76,000 rupees on road Delhi and goes up to 9,61,000 for the top end variant. And in the trunk you have a luggage hook, and underneath the trunk you have the space saving spare wheel, and it is a 165 by 70 section 14-inch spare wheel. Alright, let's close it. And the C pillars are finished in black, as you can see, and here are the side mirrors with the turn indicators, and these mirrors are electronically adjustable along with auto folding function. And right here you have the body color door handles. Alright, let's open the driver's side door. So the doors open wide enough, and you have this black treatment on the doors. So as you can see you have these patterned speakers, and this Grand i10 Nios gets Archemy sound system, and next to it you have the door bins for your bottle, and just right above you have the controls for the power windows, and the driver gets auto down power window. And right here you have the buttons for the lock and unlock, and you have controls for the ORVMs, and a button for the auto fold function of the exterior mirrors. So right there you can see the exterior mirrors folding inside by just pressing this auto fold button. And here you have blacked out interior door openers. And here is the tire pressure information. And the driver side seats gets both the height and reclining adjustment. And just right there you have the pedals. And next to it you have the bonnet opening lever. Alright, let's pull this lever and just have a look at the engine bay. Alright, here is the engine compartment. So this Grand i10 Nios is the petrol variant, and it is a 4-cylinder 1200cc petrol unit that produces 84 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 140 Newton meters, and is available in both the manual and as well as the automatic transmissions. And there is also an option for the diesel, which is a 3-cylinder 1200cc diesel unit that produces 75 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 190 Newton meters, and is also available in both the manual and as well as the automatic transmissions. And apart from the petrol and the diesel, you also have option for the CNG. And here are the seats, and you get fabric upholstery for the seats along with the red contrast and also the red stitching for this variant Sports Turbo. And on the driver's side you have some space here. And just right above you have the controls for the headlamp leveling adjustment. And here is the driver's side air conditioning vent. And you can see here the aircon vent has this rotary design with the red element or the red ring around it, which give that sporty appeal to the interiors. So alright, let's get in. So right here you have the steering wheel with this leather finish. And also you get the red stitching just to match the other red elements in the car, which is good. And right here you have the instrument console, and this is a part digital instrument cluster. So you have both the analog and as well as the digital inputs here. So on the left side you have the tachometer dial, and on the right you have this digital screen which have the functions of the both speedometer and as well as the odometer. So this digital screen shows the temperature, kilometers run, the trip meter, fuel gauge, speed, and in the console itself you have a small knob to adjust the trip. And in the cluster you have all the indications like the low fuel indication, the seat belt warning, handbrake warning, and all the required indications and the warnings. So the instrument console is pretty much basic and functional. And here on the left side of the steering you have the controls for the wipers, and on the right side you have the controls for the lights. And coming onto the steering you have these buttons on the left side of the steering. So these are the controls for the infotainment. So you have buttons for the volume, buttons for changing the tracks, voice inputs and other phone buttons. So you can access the infotainment from the steering itself. And this steering is a tilt adjustable steering, as you can see here. So you can angle the steering the way you want it. And coming to the center of the dash you have the infotainment screen. So this infotainment screen is equipped with all the functions like the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, FM radio, USB aux, Bluetooth, rear parking camera and DRVMs. And right here you have the settings. And in the settings you have general settings like the sound. Let's go to general. So you have all these general settings. You have settings for the sound. You have the controls for the display. And here is the DRVM function. So this is a driver rear view mirror. So this function allows you to see what's happening in the rear by just giving the view in the infotainment using the rear parking camera, and it's a safety feature. And on the either sides of the infotainment you have buttons, which is good. So you have buttons for the seat, track, setup, media, radio. And also you have knobs to control the volume and tune. So Hyundai has given a lot of features and functions to this Grand i10 Nios. So underneath the infotainment you have the air conditioning vents in the center along with the hazard switch. And just below you have the automatic climate control system. And right here you can see the knobs with the red finish matching the other red elements. So on the left side you have the knob to control the fan speed, and on the right side you have the knob to adjust the temperature, and in the center you have a screen which displays the fan speed and also the temperature, and also you have other buttons to set the air conditioning the way you want it. And underneath the climate control you have the charging ports. So right here you can see 3 USB charging ports, so one being a fast charging port, and in the middle you have a normal USB port, and on the right side you have a 12 volts power socket. So you have 3 charging sockets, which is good. And just below it you get the segment's first wireless phone charging pad. So you can charge your phone in 4 ways. And right here you have the gearbox. This is a 5-speed manual gearbox. So this gear knob feels good to hold in the hand and feels sturdy. And this gear knob is not wrapped in leather. And just right here you have 2 cup holders. And here is the handbrake. And next to it you have some space. Maybe you can just put your wallet there. And you don't get any armrest for the Grand i10 Nios. And right above you have the interior rear view mirror. And here is the sunshade. And on the passenger side dash you can see this pattern, and the materials used are hard plastics. And in between you have some carved space. And here is the glow box, and you have decent space inside. And here is the passenger side air conditioning vent with the red inserts. And there you have the grab handles. And I love this rotary style air conditioning vent, and somehow it feels fun playing with it. Alright, fun apart, and let's get back to the rear seats. And here is the fuel lid lever, which I forgot to show you. So the rear doors open wide. So in the doors you get the speakers, door bins for your bottle, and there you can see the power window button, and you have the blacked out interior door openers. So I'm sat here, and in the center you can see the rear AC vents, and you can adjust the flow and the direction of these AC vents. And underneath the AC vents you have the 12 volts power socket, so the rear passengers can charge their phones. And in the center you have the reading lights, and this is the only reading light that you get in the car. Alright, let me switch my seat to the passenger side rear seat just to check the knee room and the leg room, cause I have moved the driver seat a little front. So I'm sat here. As you can see, I have decent knee room and leg room, and also the headroom, so you don't have to worry about the space at the back, so you have decent amount. So coming to the prices, the Grand i10 Nios base model era petrol costs around 5,74,000 rupees on road daily, while the top model diesel Asta CRDi costs around 9,61,000 rupees on road daily. So that's all for today guys. I hope you like the review of this Grand i10 Nios, which is a BS6 updated. And if you want to watch more reviews like this, I have given the links in the description. You can go ahead and check them out. And please support our channel by subscribing it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.